Coverage now in the election. California voters approved Proposition 3, making same-sex marriage part of the state's constitution.
But as President-elect Donald Trump prepares his return to the White House, some are worried in the LGBTQ+ community about possible changes nationally. News Channel 3's Athena Dredge spoke with residents and advocates about the issue.
Good evening, John and Karen. That's right. Following Donald Trump's victory, Governor Gavin Newsom has made it known he will maintain the state's progressive policy, even calling a special session to discuss a legal defense plan against Trump. And as you can see, just days ago, voters across the state voting to pass the Right to Marriage Act. But people I spoke to say despite the state's protections, they still fear a Republican majority could roll back their rights.
What we've really seen is folks are really scared about what the future might hold.
And I think that there's some unintended consequences that could be pretty impactful and scary.
The new president-elect's plans stirring up fears for the desert's LGBTQ community. And while new state measures have taken extra steps to protect gay rights, local residents and advocacy groups say they're scared their federally protected rights could get rolled back, especially after comments from Justice Clarence Thomas in 2022 that hinted at reconsidering landmark court decisions related to gay marriage.
Our identities have literally been illegal for many decades in many periods of time throughout our history.
Proposition 3, which recently passed by 60% of California voters, amends the state constitution to recognize the fundamental right to marry regardless of sex or race. But before Prop 3 and the 2016 Obergefell versus Hodges Supreme Court decision that federally legalized same-sex marriage, LGBTQ members went the extra mile to protect their marital status.
There's all kinds of hurdles that we have to go through wills and trusts to create the same kind of safeguards that you have as a married couple.
The shift in national politics is renewing calls at the state level to expand protections for marginalized groups.
We definitely want to continue to push our state officials, our governors, and our state elected representatives to ensure that our protections are codified into the state law.
Are you guys getting ready to start looking at those avenues again now that...
Well, we'll have to. I mean, the federal government is not going to determine whether we're a couple or not and what our level of commitment is to one another.
Despite these fears, a message of hope persists among those I spoke with.
We come from a legacy and a history of resistance and resilience, and I know I'm not going anywhere. I know the folks here at the center aren't going anywhere, and so if people are really struggling, there are places, there are people, find community.
It remains to be seen if federal law will impact California legislation, and it's something we'll continue to monitor for you. For more information on the LGBT Center resources, head to our website, ksq.com. Reporting live in studio, Athena Dredge, News Channel 3.
Thank you, Athena.